Hey y'all, it's Shelly. How you doing? See, I got all that black paint on me, so you know what I'm doing. I'm crafting up a storm. I wanted to share with you this tag that I made. This is a video response for Jane, who is alterjunkie, and she is having a celebration giveaway for her, I believe it's 300 subscribers, and I believe she might have already passed that now, and her birthday, I believe. I could be wrong about that, but I think that's what it was for. So she wanted us to make a tag with, I think it had to be at least 3x5. I don't think she specified any colors, but she did say to use old Hollywood style or a pinup. And she gave some examples of a pinup like Dita Von Teese, Betty Page, old Hollywood, you know, like Marilyn Monroe, Audrey Hepburn, who is who I chose. And I think she said, you know, pretty much, other than that, she wanted you to use feathers and bling. And, you know, after I got this made, I was like, maybe this is kind of not toward either one of those styles, but I made it especially for her challenge, so I wanted to go ahead and send it to her. You know, if she says, oh, it's not the right style or whatever, that would be perfectly fine with me. Just wanted to, you know, participate and support her for her giveaway. I chose Audrey Hepburn for my person on the image. She is one of my favorite actresses, and you know, the color that everybody thinks of with her to me is like the little black dress and then the breakfast at Tiffany's movie, so you know, like the Tiffany blue. And so that's what I did for the background paper of my tag. It's an authentic paper, and you can see how well this die cut did not cut chipboard. It is a Quick Cuts frame die, and I just, instead of separating the frame, I just left it in the middle. And so I cut it out in lightweight chipboard, and then I covered it with the paper on the I painted it and I covered it with the paper. This is the paper on the front, and this is the paper on the back. So it's kind of that, you know, that Tiffany blue color. The paper pad I used was a 6x6 pad, and it was a little bit hard to get this die cut on the paper, so I kind of had to put it diagonally on the paper. And this is the paper line that I used. It's Authentic Renew, and it's some really pretty paper. If you like yellow, you will like it. I have another project I want to use this for somebody that I know that they like yellow. So I used the polka dot paper and then the paper on the back. This little flower up here at the top was, gosh, I don't even know, y'all. It's been in my stash for a long time, and it came out of this jar of Recollections flowers. Let me see if I can find it. There's the front. I got glue all over it, but see, there you can see another one, and it was almost the perfect color, this one here on the front, so I didn't even have to do anything to it. Then this little flower here, I really don't know where that came from. It was just one in my stash. Then these little white flowers were in the shape, feathers. They were like in a candlestick shape, if you know what I'm talking about, like the little wreaths that people used to put over candlesticks, if that makes sense. And I just tore them apart because they were really fine feathers and I like that look. So I put some on each side of this flower, and there's some pearl spray in there, and I'm pretty sure that probably came from MB Treasurista. I think that's the only place I've ever bought any of those. Then this lace right here along the edge, I've used this on a couple of my last projects, and I'm going to tell y'all this. I love this lace, and it's really like a light soft pink, and you can paint it any color you want with like the distress paint and water, and it works out just fine. I used it on a project for Janice and it worked fine. But I want to tell you that this was a seller on Etsy, and they were from China, and they were not good about getting my items shipped out. I know that it's international, so I expect it to take a while. But it was several weeks, if not a month, before they shipped my order out. And I didn't like that at all. I think if you're, shipping international, you need to get it out as soon as possible. I ordered this, and probably two different other, like a black and a white Venice lace. And I really like it, but I probably won't order from them again. And their customer service was horrible. So, let's see. So I told you about the lace. I printed this image out. I did a Google image search. And I'm sorry, my lighting is so crappy. I wanted to do this outside, but I didn't get home before it got dark. Then I printed out on my regular printer this quote, and it says, "For beautiful eyes, look for the good in others. For beautiful lips, speak only words of kindness. For poise, walk with the knowledge that you are never alone." And then it says Audrey Hepburn, because that was a quote by her. And I think a lot of us need to be listening to this lately with some stuff that's been going on YouTube. It's crazy. Then this bling matched perfectly too, and it's that shabby chic treasures or something, the little dollar cards that they used to have at Michael's. I don't know if they still have it or not. So there's some at the bottom and then some at the top. Then that's basically it on the front. I just cut the photo out, matted it, rounded the corners. Oh, and then there is another little flower tucked in there. Then on the back, it's basically, the same. You see these pearls right here? That's where I covered up the front, where the frame was cut out. And then this flower is also from that same jar, but I had to whitewash it a little bit because it was a darker green, so I had to whitewash it a little bit so that it would match perfect. And I really wanted to use this image on the front, but when you look at it really closely, and I don't know if you can see it on camera, probably not, it's kind of pixelated. I thought this was just a really beautiful photo of her. So it was kind of pixelated, so I didn't want to put that on the front. And then there's just two more little flowers from my stash. The same pink trim on the back. And then this little bling piece right here is holding this closed because my address and information is underneath. Oh, and you know what? There's those, I left those out so I could show you. Those are the little blings that I used. And then this is the packet of Teresa Collins rhinestones from Tell Your Story. I got it out of that little pack. There's two of the same, and then one big one and then one medium-sized one. Now this one is not flat on the back, and I didn't like that about this one, but these little ones right here are flat on the back. So what I did was I took some of these magnetic discs by Basic Gray. I love these things. They're so thin. And I just glued one to the back with glossy accents. And then I put one underneath. Let me get something to cover my address up. All these crazy people on YouTube lately. So I just put a disc over it. I didn't think to do that before I put the paper down, or I would have, you know, made sure that it was underneath the paper. And then over on this side, there's just another photo of her that I had printed out. So right here is my address and information for Jane. And then down here at the bottom, there's some more of those little pearls. And I believe that was a pack from, it was either Recollections or Hobby Lobby. Which would be the paper studio. So yeah, that's the tag. That's basically it. And then, so you just close it right back up, and this flower's not cooperating with me. But you just close it back up, and then when you put it on there, it just holds it closed. I didn't glue it to this side because I don't know why I didn't. If she, once she gets it, if she wants to, she can definitely do that. You know, no problem. It's however if she wants to leave it the way that I have it. But, you know, it could get lost that way, I guess. You just pull it off and then it snaps right back on. So that's the front of my tag, or the back of my tag. And then this is the front. And I like these photos because they were totally different, you know, than the typical ones you see of Miss Audrey Hepburn, who was just a great, you know, great lady. And you know, she did a lot of charity work and things like that. So I am like almost at 12 minutes, and I don't want to keep on rambling to you. So Jane, this is the tag that I did, and I hope to get this in the mail. I'd really like to in the morning, which is Saturday. If not, I'll have to mail it Monday. But if you haven't started, or if you want to participate in her challenge and you haven't started, you don't have to mail it to her, but I wanted to mail it to her. And you can do a video response, and you can go over to her channel and check it out. And this video will also be linked to hers because it's the video response. So thanks for watching. Any comments are appreciated. And I hope you all have a great night or a great day, whatever it is, wherever you are. And thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon.